Welcome back. You're watching Startup Central with me, Nantara Rai, working from home. My next guest, he's all of 17 years old. He recently scored 98% in his class 12 board exam, and he's a two-time entrepreneur. His first venture and startup was for solving Delhi's pollution crisis, where he tried to figure out traffic management when the Arvind Kejriwal government introduced odd-even scheme. He sold that subsequently to Orahi. Now he is trying to solve the problem of migrant labor, the reverse migration that we saw ever in independent India. Akhet Mittal now joining us here on Startup Central. Akhet, you're all of 17. Second startup, you're clearly leaving nothing for the 20s and 30s.
Thanks a lot. It's a pleasure to be here. And I mean, I do think that launching a startup or doing anything for that matter does not have an age. So you can just start whenever you want.
Okay, so now tell me about your new venture. You're trying to solve the perennial problem that we're seeing right now for the first time ever in independent India, where we saw a reversal of migrant labor. They're going back home. What exactly is it that you're trying to do?
So the migrant labor crisis is so big in India. Uh, Firstly, around 45 or 50 crore people are engaged in blue collar jobs, so approximately one third of the entire population. And more than 10 crore people, 10 crore blue collar workers lost their jobs. And now everyone is migrating back to their villages. People are thronging back to Jharkhand, Odisha, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, and all these Hindi speaking states and all these states. And both they are also facing a problem, and the employers are also facing a problem. So the workers are not able to find jobs. They are actually facing huge hardships. I cannot even empathize to them. And at the same time, employers, they have to shut down their businesses solely because they do not have the workforce to actually continue with their productions. So it's a huge problem there. And because to solve this issue, I launched a venture called Bharat Shramik, and we basically get data of the workers and their locations, and we try to connect them with the suitable organizations. It's called Bharat. The website is bharatshramik.in.
Okay, so Akshat, what I want to ask you is, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to ask you this. Now, the migrant labor, I would imagine, will not be on your website or app. So how do you collect information of this and then map it with other organizations? How are you doing that? Isn't that the big challenge? To get that information and then to find a right match. How do you do it?
So that is where the magic of Bharat Shramik actually pops in. So what we have is we really thought a lot about how to reach the grassroots level. And even though everyone does not have access to the internet, or everyone does not know how to surf on Google, they have one thing in common. Even a feature phone or a smartphone or an iPhone 11, everything has one thing in common, which is a calling feature. And that's why with Nolarity's partnership, we've launched this helpline number, which is 8822 and all the workers, they can just call on this number. It is a super easy process. It is an automated call. Doesn't even take 40-50 seconds to get the worker registered. And so it basically collects the phone number, the job type, and as well as the location, the pin code of the location where the worker wants to work. So we collect all this data, and we on the other hand, we have a lot of employers who register on our website, which is bharatshramik.in. And we then, the employers can either automatically connect to these workers through our matchmaking algorithm on the website, or maybe if they have a really large requirement, say 400 500 workers, or maybe more than 1,000 workers, they can directly contact us at hello@bharatshramik.in, and we will give them the appropriate workers in their areas. So this is like the entire workflow. This is the beauty of Bharat Shramik, and this is how we are trying to connect workers with the employers.
It sounds super easy. What I want to now ask you is that since you started this, what you're calling the beauty of this venture, how many laborers have actually registered or called in, and how many of them through this platform have been able to find jobs? Do you have that data?
Yeah, I mean, we have got around 28,000 worker registrations, and we have been actively reaching out to NGOs to support us through this for this cause, and they've been really helpful. A lot of NGOs, a lot of organizations. So as I said, 28,000 worker registrations, and at the same time, we have more than 550 employers. Some of India's largest construction companies like L&T and NCC Limited also registered on the website. So now, as of now, in the phase one of the website, we did not actually track how many people got employed through the website. So we did not have an accurate data of that. But apart from that, a lot of employers contacted us, not through the website but through our email IDs and asked for the required workers. And we send the list We send the list to them personally. So we have a data of that, and we have sent a lot of workers to really large organizations, and they are definitely getting employed. I also like remember a very good story here. Actually, one of our teammates, his name is Anish Malhotra. He was trying to find a household helper or maid for his own house in Gurgaon. And once he logged on the website, he saw three maids in his area. And first one did not pick up the call at that time. When he called the second one mentioned on the website, he got to know surprisingly that she had already gotten an employment somewhere else, and that too through Bharat Shramik. So it was actually like a surprise victory for us. And there are also a lot of success stories like this, small success stories, which can actually change lives. So yeah.
Wow. That's really cool. Before I let you go, I got to ask you this. You're solving real India problems over here. You got 98% in your CBSE Class 12 boards. Your batch of 2020. I don't know which college you're planning to go to, when the colleges are going to reopen, but you're clearly bitten by the entrepreneurial bug. Do you do your own coding? Are you even going to go to college? What's your plan?
So I used to code a very long time back, but now I am more into outreach and the business aspects of everything. So for the programming part, we started off with a very small team, and now we have partnered with Innovation Incubator Advisory in Chennai. So whose CEO is Anshad Ameens, and he is actually very keen about this idea also, especially because of the huge scope of social impact. We're trying to revolutionize the entire blue collar industry. So he's very helpful in this, and my team members are also very focused on outreach. As far as college plans go, I got into a good college in USA. However, now considering the coronavirus situation and also just seeing the impact that this idea can create, I'm really keen to continue college in India, probably Delhi University, if I get into it, and take this venture forward.
Yeah. But with 98%, I'm sure you will get into Delhi University. Just to let you know, I know I went a long time back, but I went to Lady Shri Ram College and I only got 63% in my boards, but I had science and I was a sports quota kid. I'm going to make this my final question, Akshit. You did sell your last venture. I don't know how it is that Orahi even managed to buy a venture from a teenager, 13, 14 years old. Is that what you're already looking at, or is this something that you really want to grow? Do you see this going beyond the pandemic and something that you would like to keep growing?
I
Parashramik,
mean,
that
yeah,
is.
definitely. Bharat Shramik has such a huge scope. We've already started receiving inbound investor interest, and we're actually looking forward to it. So, I mean, this can actually, for me, this is my passion. This is a venture. But imagine for the workers, for every worker that registers on a platform, it is a hope. It is a means to their livelihood, and we are actually trying to expand this as much as we can. Our vision is to moving forward, issue some kind of Shramik cards wherein it provides verification for that person. We have also planned to standardize and organize every kind of job, also taking help from the already available skill development frameworks there are, and all of those things. So I mean, I definitely see getting 1 million worker registrations in the next 3-4 months, trying to actually connect 30-40,000 out of them, and spreading the social impact as much as we can. We're actually in the process of looking forward to collaborate with NGOs, and getting more and more volunteers on board with us. So I definitely see this going forward, and not going to sell it in the very short term, but who knows? I mean, going forward, if someone else can also create a much larger impact, I will definitely, it can be explored. I mean, yeah.
Wow, a 17-year-old kid already talking to me about exits. Actually, you blew my mind when I had, interviewed you when you were just 13. You're blowing my mind today. This teenager solving real India problems, trying to find employment, generate employment, and at a time during the pandemic when we saw the reversal of migrant labor, the first time ever in independent India. Have you got what it takes? Write into us at suc@etnow.tv. Tell us how you are fighting the odds. We'd love to tell your story if you make the cut. With that, it's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. Many thanks for watching this edition of Startup Central.